Folks in the house. Hope everybody is dealing with coronavirus all right. Totally different world we're living in right now. Uh, Getting that wake up call. One of these things that it's like nobody expected this stuff to be happening. And it is. Uh, Hope people are being safe out there and trying to avoid other people for time being. But if you see somebody from a distance, good time to say hi because people aren't talking to each other as much, being self quarantine. So take it easy out there, and if you get a chance, go for a walk, get some fresh air. Again, avoid contact with people at this time. Again, different throughout my years. This is something totally we're learning as we're going, people. This isn't something that we're learning on the fly on this one. So hopefully, oh, seeing your connection is unstable. Oh, please wait while we try reconnecting. Interesting. Okay. I don't know if I lost people there or not. So first time I ever had that kind of message while I was doing a live feed. So hopefully everybody got to. If there was a breakup, I apologize. Um, Not much special with me working at home uh, with a new job, learning a lot. Um, have a supportive group of people, even with former people co-workers that I used to work with. They've been supportive, so it's a good team. People that are coaching me and training. Um, there's a lot, uh, and good support behind me. Hopefully, get through it with what I can, and hopefully, people out there that are dealing with the coronavirus or worried about it, hey, do what you can. Don't panic. Try not to. Just take it easy if you can, and hopefully, you're not ill. Um, do what you can. Movie wise, gonna go with kind of my first three are kind of tied to the same kind of thing. Yeah, maybe four. Yeah, yeah, first four maybe. Dealing with protecting yourself or fighting the bad guys. And the fifth one kind of has a post apocalypse type scenario to it. So we're going to start off with Bloodfather 2016 at a 6.4. Uh, Mel Gibson and Erin Moriarty. Uh, Basically, a father has to protect who's trying to be clean and sober, and ex-con trying to stay clear of trouble, and he ends up having to protect his daughter from drug cartel. A surprising movie. Didn't know anything about it. One night I just decided, hey, let's watch this, and ended up being it's not a bad movie. So that one recommend. Eye of the Tiger, 1986. This got a 5.7. This is one of those movies that were the 80s and movies kind of didn't get going, where the film quality is just not there yet. Gary Busey and Yaphet Kotto are in. Takes on a motorcycle gang, somewhat revenge in there. His wife gets murdered. He's kind of has no support around him. I'm sorry about this. I'm thinking of a Gary Cooper movie, and it's just blowing my mind. Where High Noon with Gary Cooper, kind of a, I guess it's a modern day High Noon, kind of where nobody wants to help. Again, that's one of those movies that you think maybe they could remake it just to get a better film quality, but it's an okay movie to watch. But again, like I say, 80s movies, you're kind of changing over to type of film quality, I guess, into the 90s. Next one, I even have the DVD for this, so I'm going to start doing that a little bit. So we have, it's called Devil's in the Detail. This one, 2013, it did get a 3.7. I will agree with that 3.7. Strange movie, I'll give it that. If you're looking for something strange and bizarre, this definitely gets it. Basically, a drug cartel kidnaps a veteran soldier who's kind of disabled. He has to go for therapy, and more or less the drug cartel kidnaps him and uses his family to get drugs into the country. It has a storyline, but there's some things that there's a few annoying pieces that because of his problems, his family kind of wash their hands of him, kind of. And I think it's his sister that kind of stands by his side a little bit. But there's a father-son relationship that just isn't there for this. And so that one, I'm good. I kind of say walk away from it. And Joel Matthews and Ray Liotta are in this movie. Ray Liotta more or less has kind of a special appearance, kind of, where he isn't in the movie that much. Next one is a Quentin Tarantino movie. My Name is Modesty. And basically, this is a movie about a daughter who basically gets to have revenge on some gangsters who killed her father. So there's a little payback in that one. And, that one's, I mean, if you're looking for a shoot 'em up movie, that's got it. Quentin Tarantino. And then my last one I watched last night is what I did is I texted my friends and I gave them an option to select a movie for me. Doing it tonight too. I'll wait to go over that after I watch it. But movie Book of Eli with Denzel Washington. Basically, 2010, it got a 6.9 rating. Denzel Washington plays a wanderer who is post-apocalypse times, has to protect the book, and he's heading west to, just heading to the West Coast on I guess a 30-year journey is what it is. And he comes across the town, being the stranger, stirs up trouble, and has to survive. Again, movies that, you watch them, it's, somewhat been done, but storyline's okay. It holds its own. Again, the movie that I wouldn't recommend is Devil's in the Detail. That one, I'd stay away from that one a little bit. So that's about it. Recently, I had my parents over and I put ribs in the crock pot, and that turned out pretty good. So talk about a little something different before I call it an evening. And weather-wise, kind of got a nice 50s kind of day, sun out. I was able to go for a little walk. I'm probably going to try to get another walk in before sun sets, which is starting to get cloudy out now. So I guess maybe you're going to get some rain. Parents, tulips and daffodils are coming up. I think with winter kind of being short, they're there, but I think they just need some warm weather to get them to go to the next level, or some more sun. But they are going to have to see about trying to protect them from rabbits and squirrels. So yeah, spring's coming around the corner, people, and hopefully some flowers start blooming and get some colors out there, brighten up people's days somehow. And yeah, say hi to some people that even if you don't know them, maybe they need to hear somebody talk to them, just to have that conversation. Again, stay, you're a certain amount of feet away, but I don't know, text some people that you don't usually text, or reach out and give somebody a call that you haven't talked to in a while. They may appreciate it, and if you haven't heard from them for a while, why not? So everybody hang in there, and thanks for watching the video. And if you have any movies that you want to suggest, I've kind of had fun with, what old movies or black and white movies for your first or something like that. Definitely throw some. If you have an obscure movie, definitely give me a heads up. And if you want to be a subscriber, please do. And then I have my playlists if you want to just go look at movie trailers. Kind of broke them down into the movies that I've watched. Almost all of the movies I've watched, I do have trailers. There are some that didn't really have real trailers or they weren't that great, so I didn't post them. But yeah, definitely playlists out there to look at. Just give you something different to do while times have changed a little bit. Have a good one, and thanks everybody, and I appreciate it. Take it easy.